Your siding is the primary armor protecting your home. It handles a daily beating from the environment, acting as a critical shield for the structure. In Ottawa, that armor is tested constantly. A house here must survive heavy winter snow buildup, driving spring rain, intense summer humidity, and high winds year after year. This shows how conditions break down materials. During freeze-thaw cycles, water enters tiny cracks, becomes ice, and expands to push panels outward. When panels pull away, it means moisture is actively bypassing the exterior layer and heading toward your insulation. Ignoring those early signs allows water to sit against the wooden frame. Proactive maintenance is critical to stop a simple exterior repair from turning into major structural rot. When you notice a loose, cracked, or faded panel, you face an immediate choice: patch the localized damage or replace the failing system. Treating it as a purely cosmetic issue is risky. Attaching fresh panels over hidden damage traps moisture against the house, which accelerates the deterioration underneath. Alba Home Services helps Ottawa homeowners evaluate this specific trade-off. They review the home's condition directly, providing clear options without high-pressure sales tactics or vague promises. Telling the difference between minor surface wear and a failing wall system takes experience. That is why Alba Home Services starts every project with a free baseline exterior inspection. A localized repair makes sense if you have isolated wind damage, or if you need to fix a single cracked board while working with a strict budget. The downside to patching is that exterior colors fade over time, making exact matches difficult. A patch also leaves the rest of the aging siding exactly as it is, vulnerable to the next storm. A full replacement resets the home's entire moisture control system. It provides consistent weather protection and completely refreshes the property's curb appeal. Looking at this cost spectrum, we can map out baseline planning ranges. For a standard Ottawa 2-story home, a full replacement typically ranges from $14,000 to $35,000. For a smaller bungalow, that range is closer to $8,000 to $20,000. Larger detached homes run between $25,000 and $55,000 or more. Keep in mind, these are strictly planning ranges, not guaranteed quotes. A full replacement requires a larger upfront investment, but it delivers the long-term weather resistance that a patchwork approach cannot secure. This matrix breaks down the 3 primary siding materials Ottawa homeowners choose from. Finding the right fit requires balancing initial cost against long-term durability. Standard and insulated vinyl run about $6 to $14 per square foot. It is lightweight, budget-friendly, requires very little maintenance, and offers reliable moisture resistance. The trade-off is that vinyl can crack in severe cold or warp if exposed to extreme heat sources, and it carries slightly lower premium resale appeal. Fiber cement generally runs $10 to $16 plus per square foot. It is highly durable, strongly resists rot, fire, and pests, and provides a very high-end look. However, fiber cement is a heavy material. It requires complex labor to install correctly, which demands a significantly higher upfront investment. Engineered wood costs about $9 to $15 per square foot. It delivers a warm, natural aesthetic, but requires meticulous moisture management and proper clearances. There is no universally perfect material. The smartest choice depends entirely on your specific budget, your neighborhood's microclimate, and how long you plan to stay in the home. As we push through the layer of this exterior wall, we see the structural realities hidden underneath, especially in older Ottawa properties with dated framing. Before any new exterior material goes up, the installation team must inspect the old wooden sheathing and check for major insulation gaps. Alba Home Services prioritizes this wall preparation. Precise window flashing and proper moisture barriers are non-negotiable steps during their installations. This thorough approach takes slightly more time than a rush job, but it is the only reliable way to direct water completely away from your home. Once the wall is prepped, Alba moves through their process: a clear upfront estimate, safe material removal, meticulous panel installation, and highly detailed trim finishing. A beautiful new exterior means nothing if the hidden layers are failing. That is why getting a trustworthy quote requires measuring these structural variables in person on site. We can map these material options to your specific goals as a homeowner. If you are looking for practical, low-maintenance protection for a family home, insulated vinyl balances immediate capital preservation with improved energy performance. If you are upgrading your forever home, you can integrate current design trends without overspending on luxury materials for the entire property. This image shows how a mixed material exterior accomplishes that. You can use cost-effective panels for the main walls while placing premium accents on the gables or front entrances. Modern neutral colors, vertical board and batten accents, and light siding with dark trim are all highly effective designs in Ottawa right now. These strategic design choices allow you to maximize curb appeal and resale value without needing to cover every square inch in the most expensive material. When planning the project, you also have to consider local regulations. Simple panel replacements are viewed differently than structural modifications. Looking at this checklist, if your project changes the wall assembly, adds exterior insulation, or alters the underlying structure, it may trigger municipal oversight. Permit requirements depend entirely on the specific scope of the work. You should confirm all requirements with the City of Ottawa or the proper local authorities before construction begins. And remember, the prices we have discussed today are planning ranges. The actual cost of your project will be dictated by your home's complexity, your material selections, and hidden wall conditions. Stop guessing about the health of your exterior. Call Alba Home Services today or fill out the quote form online to secure a free siding estimate and get tailored guidance for your Ottawa home.